It's that time of the year, it's that season when the elections are knocking at our doors. I mean both the assembly elections as well as the general elections 2024. Therefore, there shall be disappointment, there shall be anger, there shall also be revolt and rebellions. Today I am going to cover two stories. The South Indian is going to bring to focus one story from Telangana and the other from Karnataka. You know, much like Bharat Jodo Yatra, which many experts felt was one of the reasons for the Congress's win in Karnataka, Rahul Gandhi along with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra kicked off the Telangana campaign with a bus yatra titled the Vijayabheri Yatra, which began in Mulugu district at the Ramappa temple, where the siblings offered prayers. They also took part in a roadshow followed by a long convoy of vehicles carrying Congress supporters that accompanied the start of the yatra. Rahul Gandhi came out all guns blazing, attacking the ruling BRS and the BJP, alleging that both have a tacit understanding. He took it a notch above, ladies and gentlemen, and said how the BJP wants the BRS to win and that the OAC-led AIMIM was working together in defeating the Congress.
भाइयों और बहनों, आपसे मैं एक आखिरी बात कहना चाहता हूं। तेलंगाना में बीआरएस और कांग्रेस पार्टी के बीच में चुनाव हो रहा है। बीजेपी को हमने परे कर दिया है, हरा दिया है। मगर एक बात याद रखिए, बीजेपी चाहती है कि बीआरएस तेलंगाना में जीते। ये दोनों एक साथ काम कर रहे हैं और इनके साथ एमआईएम भी मिली हुई है। अब देखिए, पार्लियामेंट हाउस में जो भी बीजेपी चाहती थी वो बीआरएस ने किया। किसान बिल में पूरा समर्थन दिया, जीएसटी में पूरा समर्थन दिया। तो याद रखिए, ये तीनों पार्टियां एक साथ काम कर रही हैं, कांग्रेस पार्टी को हराने की कोशिश कर रही हैं।
Rahul Gandhi continued his Vijayabheri Yatra today as well, and in Bopalpalli, Rahul not only reiterated about carrying out caste census but also added.
राजा और प्रजा के बीच में लड़ाई है। आपने सपना देखा था, तेलंगाना का सपना। पहले दूर से लोग आप पर राज करते थे। आप चाहते थे कि तेलंगाना की जनता तेलंगाना पे राज करे, और पता लगा 10 साल हो गए, आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर आपसे दूर दूर होते गए, दूर होते गए, दूर होते गए। आपने सोचा था जनता का राज होगा, पता लगा सिर्फ एक परिवार का राज हुआ तेलंगाना का।
Despite Rahul Gandhi's yatras and the 6 guarantees announced by the Congress party, there is immense dissent and anger brewing in the party, and I feel that it just cannot afford to rest on its recent laurels in Karnataka. The Congress, of course, did create a buzz after it announced its 6 guarantees in Telangana, namely Mahalakshmi, the Indrama housing scheme, Grahajyoti, Chayuta and the Yuva Vikasam, but it just failed to keep the revolt which has been brewing for months and months under the wraps. The first list announced by the Congress evoked anger, disappointment and even tremendous shock. First, it was felt that the list of 55 members totally was dominated by the Reddy community, as 17 seats have been allotted to them, and we know that Revanth Reddy belongs to the same community. That is being seen as something which is a major blot. Others in the list, of course, include BCs who are 12, Velamas who are 7, SCs 12, STs 2, Brahmins 2, Muslims 3. There is, of course, consensus which is awaited for the rest of the 20 seats, which the Congress is planning to announce in a day or two. The anger, of course, amongst the BCs is extremely prominent. On the face of it, yes, they have been allocated 12 tickets, but many of them feel that those who have been given tickets have been granted tickets where their community has little or no presence. Actually, they feel it is totally counterproductive. Let's all not forget that BCs actually form 50% of the population. For example, in the old city and other constituencies where the Congress has little chances of winning, there people have been given the ticket. So what is the point? That's what all of them are saying, and they are revolting. But the one name among such leaders who quit the Congress after a career spanning 45 years is that of Ponnala Lakshmaiah, a man who quit the Congress saying he was insulted and discriminated in the party, particularly by its present leadership, and has now joined the Bharat Rashtra Samiti or BRS, led by the ruling Chief Minister of Telangana, K. Chandrasekhar Rao or KCR. Let's welcome him to the show. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Lakshmaiah. Very happy that you could join us on the show, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Lakshmaiah,
thank you for management and you and viewers. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, sir. You know, our special focus is on Telangana, and even as we are hurtling very fast towards 30th of November, we are trying to look at the elections from all angles. So this is one story that was waiting to be happening. And you know, 4 decades, almost 4.5, one can say, 45 years in the Congress. And then you were also the IT Minister and Communications Minister, sir. You have a long career in the Congress. What was that one thing, Mr. Lakshmaiah, which made you ultimately to say, I am quitting? You speak about insult, you speak about being discriminated. Just elaborate a little on that.
Yeah, the first and foremost is self-respect, recognition of an individual, or irrespective of the rewards. Communication is more important. In my opinion, the political leadership or the position is not for dictation, it's for counseling, communication and coordination. That principle is utterly, I don't see it at all. It's unilateral, it's dictatorial. So sometimes party decisions can be hurting some, but in the interest of the party, on the ground that it stood for many years, on the ground that it has done, many things, good, bad, it always happens. But that should be debated, discussed, a consensus must be created. I don't see it. On top of it, for example, I joined the party in 1978 when P.B. Narasimha, I come from his parliament segment.
Right.
So he was with me for a couple of days in US in 70s, and then I came and I was watching everything. I came for simple 2 reasons. Having worked for almost like 9.5 years for NASA related activity as a NASA engineer, I left it, and my background is such. It's a cattle shed born to capital city of Hyderabad or Delhi via Washington DC aerospace.
Lovely.
That is the social, economical upbringing, got up into that. So from that background, I decided to quit that and came back for 2 reasons. One is many rural, uneducated, unskilled, deprived, no opportunity, having no opportunity for people to, economically, go ahead about the poverty line. And for that, I decided 2 things. One is the poultry, which is the least investment for a job created for the rural, uneducated, unskilled and deprived people. Those days, other schemes were not there. So that's number 1. And number 2, the dairy development. The upland areas, drought-prone areas, and with less groundwater, less rainfall. So, one second. So I come from that area. So I took these 2. These 2 can be enhanced and strengthened, and more can be done through politics. That's why I joined the politics.
Right. We read that how, the BC, the way they are treating the backward castes, the census threw up numbers. Across the country, there is a debate brewing about which population dominates, who are these people who were marginalized. Some people can get into the conversation, Mr. Lakshmaiah, about them being economically forward. I am not going there. I am only talking about the history and where we are today. Apparently, when you went to meet the leaders in Delhi tell me apparently you did not get an audience with them. So your insult and discrimination, because you just described the background from where you came, was it also from the state leadership, that is Revanth Reddy, and also let us say Rahul Gandhi central leadership? I mean, just tell the viewers what you had faced in the past few weeks, Mr. Lakshmaiah.
Yeah, I come to that point now. For last 1.5 years, as the senior-most congressman in the state, senior-most, either ministerial positions, more than 12 years, and the party-wise, from treasurer to a district Congress committee to the PCC president level. And I asked to interact the present PCC president, Mr. Revanth Reddy, since last 1 year, 2 months. Never even 1 minute he has given. Okay, he may be busy, he may be doing a lot more other things than the advice that anybody can give. That's immaterial for me. But as a person of such standing, number one longest in the state of Telangana, I could not get 1 minute. So finally, I decided to approach. Khargeji have given me 2 times interviews. He has taken my representation on Congress affairs and also my own position, my own district, whatever it is. And then he has written twice to K.C. Venugopal to come back with a reply or something. And I met Rahulji in the parliament while doing something. Then Mr. Venugopal was also there. He saw the letter. I just explained for 2 minutes. He said, "Oh no, how come it happens to you?" So he said, he looked at Venugopal, see this, and come back. So after this also, I waited for 10 days to see the General Secretary in charge of this matter, Mr. K.C. Venugopal. When I met, he has to meet me because there was pressure from the top, and he met me. I don't think he met me because, he wanted to meet. But in spite of it, that's 10 days with several calls from, on the top, from the top side, that finally he met me about 6 or 7 minutes. It's okay, no problem. But he has not replied, he has not, answered, or he has not briefed the High Command. So such is the situation. Here it's like this, there it's like that. So I was fully, I got a lot of pain and hurt. Why? In my life, 45 years is more than almost like, 50% of life.
Right.
I was with this.
Yeah.
So how can anybody feel? Right. I'm sure.
Yeah. So there is a lot of revolt and dissent amongst other leaders also. There were dharnas and protests. Some suspensions have also happened in Telangana Congress. We know that. But tell me something. When you look at the first list, Mr. Lakshmaiah, don't you think that it is inordinately dominated by one community, that is the Reddys? We know that Revanth Reddy comes from that community. But you ask Revanth Reddy and you ask other leaders, they say, look, we are only working on winnability. These are all horses which will win the race. We don't want to give, tickets to those who will lose. What is your opinion on that, considering you have been an insider, sir?
Yeah, okay. There are a couple of things in this. You take 1983 into 2023, 40 years. In the United State of Andhra and also in Telangana after formation, in 40 years, Congress could come to power 3 times. That is in 1989 with Chennareddy Garu, and in 2004 and 2009 with Dr. YSR as Chief Minister. In spite of coming to power, I repeat once again, in spite of coming to power, in Telangana, Congress could not get 50% of the seats in these 40 years.
Right.
So the point is,
I think we've lost connection to Ponnala Lakshmaiah, who was just speaking to us about the kind of situation that he was faced with in the Telangana Congress, and therefore what he had there is.
18, they said winnability, and they denied tickets to BCs, and then they gave all the senior people last. Oh, the present PCC president, after joining Congress as campaign committee chairman, he lost his seat. The senior most person, Jana Reddy, lost twice. 2018 and in the by-election.
Right.
Uttam
Okay.
Kumar Reddy, his wife lost, and when he resigned to become MP, again he allowed his wife to contest, he lost. Many
Yeah.
others lost stalwarts. So they only show this. There is one more thing, madam. Why BCs are not able to win in Congress? Why BCs are able to win in other parties? That means the BCs are not trusting the Congress leadership, basically.
Yeah.
Because they are not trusting leadership of the Congress, that's why they are not with them.
Right,
Many
but
sections.
then
So
the party,
this naked truth.
yeah, yeah, but the party
One
that
second.
you have
This
joined now,
naked truth.
yeah,
Ah.
the party that you have
Yeah.
joined now, the Bharat Rashtra Samiti, I mean, it is also under the scanner for its treatment of BCs, sir. I mean, you know, KCR Garu has a lot of schemes, but then they don't get delivered. And also, you know, the one thing which KCR will have to face, sir, is he said, I promise you a Dalit CM. What happened? Nothing happened. After that, he promised 3 acres of land to all the landless Dalits. What happened? Instead of saying, no, I will not give, he says, I never said something like that. So it is not just the Congress party, even the party that you have joined, sir, is not doing brilliantly amongst them.
You see, I belong to backward class community.
Yes, sir.
I have been advocating the support of BCs for Congress. Congress has ignored. Do you know what it is? Before elections, many parties do promise. After coming to government, they try to do something or the other or not sufficient. The third, after coming to power, there is only one chief minister in the country. Please make a note of this. Within 3 months, he has got this Kulaganana, enumeration of the BCs and SCs and STs in the state of Telangana, within 3 months. Now, this has become a slogan. This has become a fashion. In the
Right.
parliament, in the good old days, what happened? Well, the ruling party rejected it. And then again they put it. That was rejected. Congress also has put it, but it was not passed. Now BJP has put it. Now they are trying to show that everybody is talking now. I don't deny that. But who is the first man? KCR in the country. Bihar has done recently, and now Andhra Pradesh is trying to do it now.
Karnataka
Yesterday,
also
I
had
saw the
it done,
statement.
sir. Only thing is it did not release it. Siddaramaiah also got it done. You know, Karnataka is also one.
After coming to power, within 3 months.
Right.
Within
Okay.
3 months.
Okay.
No chief minister in the country.
Right.
No government in the country
Yeah, but
has
then,
done it.
fine, I understand. I will go back to the insult and the discrimination. You know, Hemant Biswa, you remember that famous where Rahul Gandhi, he accused allegedly that Rahul was playing with his pet when he went to see him. You know, in Kerala Congress also, you see a lot of allegations like this, that the Congress never consults us, the High Command takes unilateral decisions. Do you think that after Kharge has taken over also, there is no change? After all, he is also from a marginalized community, sir. One would have thought that his age, his political maturity, his sagacity, and also where he comes from, it may have made a change. Do you think nothing has changed? Do you feel that it is only those that, you know, who are closer to the state leadership, they get all the benefits, Mr. Lakshmaiah?
So now I made a categorical statement of fact. He has given me an appointment within no time because I know him from 1990 as ministers. So I discussed everything. He was shocked. He was shocked. I don't know what are the compulsions. And twice he has allowed me to speak, and I saw him. And then he has written for rectification. Nothing has come from bottom. The people around the top leadership are misguiding, nor in the, so I can imagine, 140 crore people nation, and Congress party, largest party, 29 states, 7 segments, centrally ruled places. Many important people will be there from every state. So who has to do it? The people who are assigned the job to feedback, they are supposed to. The people who are assigned as advisors, they should give back the feedback.
No,
So
but
do we
I am
have
very
enough time in the
surprised.
family for
No,
ourselves?
sir, I am sorry to interject, but if Mr.
feel
Kharge
sorry.
was shocked, if Mr. Kharge was shocked, he said, I do not know why this is happening. Why did the message not percolate down to Revanth Reddy, to KC Venugopal, sir? It seems like a big game was being played.
That is what my point. KC Venugopal between Rahul ji and Kharge ji. and he is at the helm of that particular portion of the Congress affairs. I am sorry to say, I never saw a person like him in my political life. I have seen, Ahmed Patel, I have seen many other people, Sharad Yadav, I have seen Akhilesh, I have seen many other political parties. But I have never seen such a person. I don't know what's behind. So party has to decide, party has to find out in the interest of the party.
Right. So,
beyond that, I can't say anything further.
I mean, let me be the devil's advocate here. A lot of pollsters are saying that the Congress has a very strong chance. Although I will never punt on elections. Unless the people have spoken, we do not punt on elections. But the only thing that Revanth Reddy's leadership is really being, something which has been appreciated all across. They are saying that, the Congress has a very good chance because KCR, it's very normal, sir. Anti-incumbency is there. I mean, if he wins this time, sir, it will be a hat trick. But, they are all, I'm very surprised to hear from you that, Revanth Reddy, you are surprised at Revanth Reddy's leadership, or rather, the lack of it, if one may say. Tell us the three things, or just the one thing that Revanth Reddy needs to do to kind of keep his flock together, and someone like you, who's one of the senior-most leaders, was one of the senior-most leaders in the Congress, Mr. Lakshmaiah.
So, you see, first of all, the winnability character, that what they put,
yes,
and claiming the surveys. Today, how it is being done, everybody knows here. I don't know whether you are aware of it or not. Sir, you are generally known. For example, 2018, some surveys for TRS have given only 48 seats, but they went up to 88 seats. For example, 2018, Congress was trying to deny me a ticket, saying that I cannot win, the surveys are bad, but 2018, they were given tickets, and how many people could win? Only 19. So where is the winnability criteria? How is it being done? Are we really sincere? Are we really true to the programs that we want to implement? I don't see it. It's only, me or myself. That kind of thing, if it prevails, it's very difficult. So unfortunately, that's prevailing. So on top of it, if you cannot take the people, all sections together, then how will you strengthen the party?
But there is a question mark on your winnability. It's very obvious. Revanth Reddy said it, very, very clearly. What would you have to say about that?
Well, you see, if it comes to power, I will be the CM. If it doesn't come, it doesn't really matter to him. Where was he all these years? Which party he was there? From where he has come? Has he the interest of, the party, or he has interest in himself? If it is in the interest of the party, he would consult everyone. Yeah, I have seen many other chief ministers, so how they behave in the party. So that is not there. You can't even talk to a person of such caliber, and then how will you talk to a common man?
Right.
How will you take the common man? How will you take the sections which are not supporting Congress, the support of Congress?
All right, Mr. Lakshmaiah. Today, the KCR, he faces the allegation of nepotism in the sense that he is only furthering the interest of his family members. It's become, like in Hindi, they say parivarvad. I mean, everyone talks about it. His son, his daughter, his nephew, his cousins, everyone. I mean, they are all there. You are saying that I don't want to be with the Congress because there was insult and there was discrimination. You said you were not even heard. Although Mr. Kharge said he's shocked, Mr. Venugopal just did some formality. Revanth Reddy was not even there to listen, and therefore you shifted. What makes you shift to the BRS, sir? It's the worst story there.
Okay. You may say parivar, you may say anything. Once you get the mandate of the people, even the second time, so the basis of this reasoning, I do not agree. They will pay the price when the people don't like it. So once they have the mandate, they have a reason to do it. But they have done in many other things. So what? Ultimately, for example, even in Congress or any government, the chief minister is selected by the high commands. So once the chief minister is selected or appointed or nominated or elected, he will choose his own team. Is it not true? So in the team, why someone is particular about something? because the programs that he calls for, the theory that the schemes that he wants to implement truthfully, he would have the moral support and courage to dictate, to see that his party gains the support of the masses. Maybe some lacunas, maybe problems. Without a problem, is there anything? Even in the family, there is a problem.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, yeah, but the problems, sure.
No.
Yeah, go on.
Ultimately, the mandate of the people is paramount.
Right. The mandate
Once
of the
the
people,
mandate
you are
is there-
absolutely right. The mandate is paramount. Tell me something.
Yes.
The Congress is very
Yeah.
clearly trying to replicate the Karnataka model. 5 guarantees
Okay.
there, 6 guarantees here. They are now on a
Okay.
yatra, as you know, both of them. Bharat Jodo Yatra, you were with the party at that time. We've heard you saying that Bharat Jodo Yatra is really, making people come out and support Rahul Gandhi. Do you think, if the Congress loses Telangana, what is that one thing or two things or three things which will make the Congress face defeat in Telangana? What is it that they need to do, according to you?
That's why I said, winning the support of all sections of the people is paramount for any political party. That's where, number one, Congress is failing. That's where I advocated. That's why I said, from 83 to 2023, 40 years, what Congress could do in Telangana, not getting 50% seats. Somebody has to do it. Okay, assurances, programs. Yeah, what's new with the Congress? TRS has already, part of it was being implemented. And today they want to add something more. So it's okay, no problem. But has he the support? Are you getting the support after 40 years? That is the questionable. So Rahul Gandhi did Bharat Jodo Yatra in the days of divide and rule type of situation. So he has started that. So regional parties, they don't have a choice. They are their own this thing. And at the time of, it's not like America.
Can they replicate the Karnataka model in Telangana, according to you? Can they do it, the Congress?
Ma'am, I can say one thing. In 2004 to 14, where was the Karnataka model?
Right.
How could we come? So this kind of, politics, the publicity, trying to make believe is common political game, obviously, because everyone cannot go through in detail of such things. Only the intellectuals or some, debatable people, those people will analyze. But common man, so you can't take him, that he knows everything. He will be carried away. That's why, with one word, there are many things we can talk later. Congress has lost. With one word in
What is that
1977. So it's okay. That happens. That's part of politics. But what we do is more important. How we win the support of the people is more important.
No, but today,
how we keep the confidence of the sections is more important.
So fine. What do you expect if the BRS wins or if the BRS loses? I want to see how you see your future after 45 years in the Congress. How do you see your future in the BRS? What kind of a role for such an experienced, mature politician do you see? Because even there are murmurs of many leaders being very, very unhappy, saying this. You see every day, sir, someone from Congress is joining BRS, someone from BRS is joining the Congress. I mean, this Ayaram, Gayaram will carry on until we voted and the results are out on 3rd December. So tell me, what do you expect which the Congress was unable to give you, Mr. Lakshmaiah?
You said something very enjoyable. Ayaram. My name is Laxmana.
Oh, Lakshmana, okay.
I am always with the principle of self-respect and what I can contribute, what I can, do in the interest of the people and the area. So sometimes, we may have our programs in a different way. Our alignments can be different, but ultimately it's the people, it's the place that is more important. How you do it? Somebody goes to Delhi, many routes. Somebody takes a long route, somebody takes a shortcut. That's not the point. Reaching the people is more important. Doing something good to the people is more important. That is my objective and my aim. That's why I am in politics.
What were you expecting? Were you expecting a ticket in the first list? Why did you not wait for the second list? The second list will also come out. What were you waiting? I know that they did not meet you. They did not listen to you. What was it that you wanted?
No, I wanted respect. I never wanted any position with anyone, even with the BRS party or Chandrasekhar Rao. I know him for last 40 years. I never said anything that I want something. No, I want some respect. If you want my advice, if you want my service, that's up to you. For the party, I'm available. It's not for the post. It's not for the position. It's only for the respect and trying to dedicate in my life something what I can do, something to the people, whichever way it is. Making it very clear.
All right.
If it is not so, well, I will be reacting. Yeah. I will be contributing my own way.
Right. Mr. Lakshmaiah, you've been part of undivided Andhra Pradesh. You know, you have seen those days, you've seen YSR Garu, you worked with many stalwarts, you worked with Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, you were a close associate of him. You've seen the work of Uttam Reddy, you've seen the work of Revolt Reddy. Tell me something, I see you laughing. I mean, that's a very, that laugh shows, you know, what a fall it has been. Maybe I'm reading too much, but tell me something.
No, not for the fall. Not for the fall. The pitiable position of the leadership, unable to understand, unable to digest, unable to grasp it, unable to do the right thing for the masses or the party or to the area, except their own interest. That's why I'm laughing. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, but you know, at one time the Congress was invincible in undivided Andhra Pradesh, I remember. But over the years, if you see, you know, on the other side there is Jagan, and this side, of course, there is KCR Garu. Since the time when the state was formed, the state of Telangana, what do you think has been the ruination of the Congress party in Telangana, if you want to look at it? What is the one reason? Is it that the leadership has no spine whatsoever? Is it that the leadership will only listen to, you know, the Gandhis in Delhi? What do you think is the main reason, sir?
See, politics in many reasons. That's why it's politics today. For example, earlier, 82, one chief minister, they believed that people believed he was humiliated. And after that, the emergence of Telugu Desam has come, N.T. Ramarao, the senior actor. Since then, it's a problem for Congress for 40 years. So, small things will make a lot of difference. And that has to be assimilated, understood, and rectified. So, we do make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. But that's not the important thing. So, that has to be rectified. Unfortunately, today in Congress, with all this, whatever we said, that's still going on. They never look back. We are not looking into the real situation. Why 54% of the BCs and OBCs put together are not with Congress? That's a fundamental question. That's why I left. I lost my respect. There is no reason why it should be. There may be very many different ways to serve the people, serve the nation, serve the society. It is the respect that matters for the individual during his life. Humiliation cannot take any place.
All right. And on that note, not at all, you needn't be sorry. It's let me wish you all the best for your future in politics and a new beginning with the Bharatiya Rashtriya Samiti. Thank you so much for your time in speaking with News9 Live. Thank you indeed, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So that's how politics actually happens in this country, and our next story is also pretty much about how politics can change in just a snap of a finger. Coming to you. You know, my focus now is on Karnataka. This was waiting to happen, and I'm saying that because I did an interview much before what happened today. You know, seldom do political parties tolerate open revolts, and the JDS in Karnataka is no different. After watching and perhaps warning former Union Minister and now also former President CM Ibrahim of not commenting openly about the party's alliance with the BJP, Janata Dal Secular President H.D. Deve Gowda expelled CM Ibrahim from the party. The former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy has been now tasked with the role of interim state president. Even as the Ibrahim saga was being played out, H.D. Kumaraswamy seemed very blasé about rumors of him leaving the party and said the following.
ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರರು, ಅವರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನಗಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾದ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಪಕ್ಷದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಒಂದಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಖಂಡರುಗಳದ್ದು ಒಂದು ತೀರ್ಮಾನಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದರ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಕರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳ ಸಮಾಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ತಗೊಂತ ನಿರ್ಧಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ.
CM Ibrahim spoke to me exclusively, and when I asked him what was his main grouse about JDS's alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party, he said it was the violation of the secular fabric of the party which had been challenged. Listen in. Mr. Ibrahim, you have voiced very strong objection to JDS, of course, aligning with the BJP. But then don't you think, Mr. Ibrahim, that is the only way out now for the JDS? It's almost like, a survival or a revival tactic that they have after very poor performance in the recent assembly elections, Mr. Ibrahim.
See, number one, you said that very strong reaction of mine. It is not my reaction, it is the opinion of the Janata Dal worker leader across Karnataka state. Number one. Survival, we have survived. This party has given one prime minister. 11 months he was the leader. And Janata Dal number 3 became JDS after fighting with JDU. In the name of secularism, we will come out. Just winning in assembly, parliament. Do you see this is the survival? Parliament seat is not important. Assembly seat is not important. People's heart we must have place. There we have seat. That is very important.
All right.
Janata Dal has taken lakhs of votes. We have taken polled good number of votes. Unfortunately, because of BJP's bad role, we have Congress got that opportunity.
I spoke to him because I had an inkling that the battle has now turned into a big war, and sooner rather than later, Mr. Ibrahim will be shown the door. And after he was removed from the state presidentship today, CM Ibrahim spoke about how the JDS was being used as a fiefdom of the Gowdas, and also indicated that the patriarch Deve Gowda was being pressured into signing on the alliance with the BJP. You have said that Mr. Deve Gowda is in pain because of this alliance with the BJP. And do you think that, H.D. Kumaraswamy and his family members are now running the Janata Dal Secular, sir?
Not the president. They, in the name of Janata Dal, they have gone there. It is their individual opinion. And as far as Deve Gowda is concerned, still I consider him equal to my father. He is a great leader. But unfortunately, he is under pressure. He can't take his own decision.
So he is under pressure from whom, Mr. Ibrahim?
What happened in the Mahabharata? The same thing what happened in Ramayana, Krita Yuga, Tritra Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, this is Kali Yuga. Same thing is following.
So you think the family is putting pressure on the patriarch, that is Deve Gowda?
Should I tell this to you? You know it. But the people know, the nation know.
Okay.
What Deve Gowda was, what Deve Gowda's principle was, why it has been suddenly he has changed.
Right, okay.
That is the pain. The painful is Amit Shah ji should have come to Deve Gowda ji's house. Deve Gowda ji should have not gone to Amit Shah ji's house.
Ibrahim, who had joined the JDS from the Congress, has been openly rooting for the India bloc, that is the opposition India bloc. And even today, after his expulsion, Ibrahim said how he hasn't yet divorced the Congress party, although he did of course leave the party. Considering you're such a senior political leader of this country, I want to ask you, what kind of a future do you see for this India bloc, the opposition bloc?
There is a difficult fight. Of course, Modi ji is very strong. He got in a first pitch. He is सब एक्का दुक्का नहीं मार रहे, वो छिक्के मार रहे. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप अपने सिद्धांत को छोड़ दो. मोदी का गौरव करते हैं हम लोग, प्रणाम करते हैं. And whenever I got to foreign countries, many foreign journalists they wanted to reaction about Modi. I said I can't criticize my prime minister outside the Indian soil. He is my leader. He is my prime minister. I can't say today he is our prime minister. I may differ principally, but I can't say that I have to respect the place which he is sitting.
Right. Ibrahim has been shown the door, but the man is refusing to cow down and has challenged the Gowdas.
By our party leaders, on that context only, to strengthen the party. Today our national president took the decision to dissolve the old unit, and he announced the ad hoc committee in my leadership to strengthen the party in future days. My responsibility to strengthen our party. That responsibility was given by the president and all my friends, colleagues. My concentration is only to develop my party. I don't want to react for any old issues. Entire unit dissolved, national state unit. Only state unit, our party national president today dissolved. I don't know that support, who are given, I don't know who are all the leaders, went there, I don't know. All our party leaders, all MLAs and core committee members, everybody today, they attended the meeting. All the district president, they today presented in this meeting. All leaders unanimously taken the decision to give permission to Devegowda ji to dissolve the old unit. Regarding the future development, after Vijayabheri, we will invite all our leaders.
My two-bit on the Ibrahim Gowda slugfest. Well, for the Gowdas and the JDS, it's a very, very tough situation and time. It's a question of survival, it's a question of revival. Therefore, their alliance with the BJP, and they, I think, can do away with CM Ibrahim for now. But what happens in the future, whether Mr. Ibrahim goes and joins the Congress and strengthens the opposition bloc, or he floats his own party, the South Indian will bring you all that news. For now, the South Indian says, Vanakkam, Namaskaram.
इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं, जो कि सभी लोग कर रहे हैं.
Coaching is now starting from grade 3, 4, 5, 6.
होता जाने वाली बीच राह में आधे टेस्ट देके हैं सिलेक्शन की चाह